Always set it to PM. Always. Got to set the tone.
Amen. They never know, bro.
All right. Hector was in here 12 hours early. Hector says, good morning, guys. Pick one. Pollard, Freeman, or Jeff Wilson. I think I gotta move Jeff Wilson up in my rankings right now. I'm not overly confident in him with Deebo Samuel there still, because Deebo is typically the guy that gets, the valuable carries when Elijah Mitchell's been out of the lineup. So I'd probably roll with Devontae Freeman, Hector. That's probably the direction I would probably go with, but I don't really feel confident in any of these guys, if I'm being honest, because Pollard's, dealing with an injury. He'll probably be limited to some extent, and Jeff Wilson is going to get like 15 meaningless touches, just like he has anytime Elijah Mitchell's been out.
Yep. No, I agree with you.
Gordo says, I have score 103 points. Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill. So that's definitely helpful. I only have Deebo and Bills defense today. Monday, Chubb and Jacobs. Tuesday, Sanders, because Waddle and Landry are out. Playoffs 7-7. You're in a good spot, obviously, with Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill already having played. And I think Deebo's probably in for a big day today as well. And then you got your running backs on Monday as well. So I'd say you're probably in a good spot there.
Yep.
Jared, what up? What up? Lovely morning for football. Let's get some dubs for all who don't have a bye. Yeah, I have. So I made the playoffs in 3 of my 7 leagues. I have a bye in 2 of them. I'm only playing a playoff matchup in the Listener Dynasty League against Nate this week. And hopefully Lamar Jackson is not playing, because otherwise I'm probably not going to win.
I need a flex PPR. Ayuk, Gordon, or Javonte. Your help is appreciated. Yeah, I appreciate that. Also appreciate the membership with you.
Did I miss that? I didn't even see him sign up.
Yeah, I guess he missed him. Either way, he's got the fresh logo. He's chilling.
In terms of and I'll actually make some real emojis eventually, because that's just the stock one that you get.
In terms of fantasy, your question, I would go with Javonte Williams here. Where would you lean?
Oh, he joined 2 days ago. Cool. All right. Well, welcome aboard. Yes, I will. I'll go with Javonte Williams as well. With Ayuk having the tough matchup. In a PPR, I tend to lean wide receivers for the most part, but I'll take Javonte. He's going to be involved in the passing game today.
Should I start Shepard or keep Sanders in for Tuesday? I mean, I'll go Shepard, but
I'd probably play Miles Sanders. It doesn't sound like he's going to be limited. It's a tough matchup against Washington.
Against that Washington front.
Yeah, they're missing a couple pieces, but some of them will probably be back by then.
I'm just looking at it.
I don't know, man. I didn't see a lot from Sterling Shepard last week. That's going to make me think he's going to get his full workload quite yet. He didn't look 100% healthy to me.
That's fair.
And I'll probably just take Sanders there.
Michelle, Henderson, or Jeff Wilson, full PPR. Give me Michelle here.
I'll take Michelle. I really, if I can help it, I really want to see what happens before I play any Rams running backs this week. I don't really trust that situation altogether, but I'm imagining a lot of you guys who don't have a bye week are going to have to play Michelle or somebody.
T. Higgins or Javonte PPR, pretty close, but I will go with T. Higgins in the PPR setting.
Yeah, I'll take Higgins in PPR.
Morning, guys. Morning, Steven. Light says, good morning. In full PPR, which running back should I start? Williams or Henderson? Which wide receiver should I start? Lamb or Chase? And which DSC should I start? Vikings, Packers, or Steelers? Thanks for your help. In terms of the running backs, I would go with, assuming that's the Javonte Williams.
Javonte pretty easily for me there.
Henderson. In terms of wide receiver, I mean, you got Lamb going up against the Giants. You got Chase going up against the Broncos. It's pretty close. Again,
I'll take CD by a hair, just because you got Cooper against Bradbury. Lamb has the best matchup on the field. Plus, I have a good feeling that this is a get right game for the Cowboys, and it's not biased because it's coming from me instead of Danny. So I'll take Lamb there slightly, but I have both of those guys in my top 8 wide receivers this week. So they're both guys I would like to start if I can.
I agree. I would also go Lamb. Now, is Chase expected Surtain or?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The Broncos corners have been pretty even across the board in terms of their PFF coverage grades so far this year. So I just don't think that the Bengals are going to put up a whole lot of points in this game. Like, it could be like a 21 point performance for Joe Burrow and the Bengals, because both of these teams run very slow paced offenses. There's not going to be a whole lot of offensive plays. Plus they're on the road in Mile High too. So I think the factors line up a little bit more with CeeDee Lamb, because they're on the road as well, but they're a faster paced offense, as are the Giants too. It's actually the fastest paced game of the slate, the Giants and Cowboys. And real quick on the DST, he asked about that as well. Vikings against the Bears on the road, Packers against Tyler Huntley, Steelers against
I mean, it could
Ryan
be
Tannehill
Lamar.
and the Titans. Give me the Packers against Huntley if Lamar is out.
But that's what I'm saying. If Lamar does play, though, where would you
If
lean?
Lamar does play, I'll go with the Vikings on Monday night. But if
Agree. You're gonna
Lamar is
know.
out, then I'm going with the Packers for sure.
Yeah, and you're gonna know too at least. So that's at least
Yeah.
clutch. We actually got a super chat here. I'll quickly go down to you have where we left off here.
Yeah.
That $5 from Leroy. He says, "Morning guys, Josh Allen or Kyler Murray. Also for flex, Michael Carter, Jeff Wilson, or Devontae Parker." Man, what a situation to have literally probably the two best fantasy quarterbacks at this current point of the year. In terms of the question, though, obviously, let me just
I'm taking Kyler. I know a lot of people are going to shy away from Kyler Murray a little bit this week because of the game script like potential that the running backs just take over. But man, the Panthers defense is pretty good. I think I'd rather trust the great matchup for Kyler as opposed to the like game script potential for Josh Allen. There's also a chance too that Cam Newton just like throws a pick six or whatever for the I guess the same could be said for Jared Goff on the other side, but we've seen Cam Newton kind of melt down and just not been able to produce any offense. So if I had to guess which game gets more out of hand, I would actually think the Bills might.
Yeah, and it's funny because again, I don't want to like make it sound like a forgot, but we saw last week that Connor was the one who scored the touchdowns when they were in the red area. But basically this year, when they're in that situation and Kyler's healthy, it's been a coin flip as to who scores in that area, whether it's Kyler or James Conner. So in terms of involvement in the red zone, again, you mentioned this could get out of hand early. I wouldn't be at all shocked if it got out of hand because Kyler rushed in a couple goal line touchdowns and ended up giving you 22 points by half pretty much because that's what Kyler has in the arsenal. So
he's literally the QB1 in the first half of games this year.
Yeah, easily. I mean, like, it makes sense because like the Cardinals have just beat the brakes out of bad teams. That's what they do. They see the competition. They don't play down to their comp at all. Other than the fact that they got blown out once by the Panthers, they've basically just blown the absolute truck off of every other bad team.
Yeah, especially when Kyler's been playing because they didn't have Kyler for that game.
For sure. So again, appreciate the super chat. In terms of your second question, Michael Carter, Jeff Wilson, Devontae Parker. This is a pretty close.
Give me Parker there. Give me Parker against the Jets defense. I'll take Parker. I like Carter and Parker is kind of close for me, but I'll take the upside of Parker against a really, really bad secondary. It's the worst defense in the league.
No, I agree with you there. And again, appreciate the super chat, Leroy. He's got another one from Trojan here. Appreciate that $5. He says, "Bros, need 2 running backs to start. Here's my list to pick from: Sony Michel, AJ Dillon, Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, and Rashad Penny. Also has Edmonds, Sanders, and Wilson on waivers." In terms of the question, you need to start 2 of these guys.
Javonte is a pretty easy first one for me. 100%. And then
I'd go with Michael Carter as the second one.
See, I actually would go with Rashad Penny as my second one there.
That one's close. I mean, is Carter your 3? Because those are my 2-3.
Michelle, actually, I have higher than Carter as well.
So again, like I have Carter 2, Penny 3. You have Penny 2 and Carter 4. So if you want to go Penny by consensus here, because he would rank higher between us.
I literally, I'm not even kidding when I say I have these guys back to back to back in my rankings. I have Penny at 23, Michelle at 24, and Carter at 25. Like I literally have all these guys really close. So it's a pretty big toss up. Javonte 100% is way ahead of those guys for me. I'm at 15. But right after that, I would go with Penny. I think the workload is safest with him, with Carter coming off of the injury and Michelle probably having Henderson come back. I think, surprisingly, I think the safest workload is probably Penny.
Yep. No, I agree with you there. But yeah, again, appreciate the super chat. Is this where we left off? No, yeah.
No, yeah, right there. Our gravy is where we left off.
Yeah, did I read
Claypool or Devontae? I'll take Devontae Smith. Claypool's been on the field less and less each week as it goes along.
Yeah, he's also kind of a dickhead.
He is kind of a dickhead, and I think that's why he's on the field less and less.
Miami or Philly defense could be Miami pretty easily here.
Yeah, I'll take. There's no defense probably I would start this week over Miami's.
Yo, hope you're all doing well this AM. Appreciate that. Amari Cooper or Devontae Parker, Devontae Smith at flex. Give me Amari Cooper.
Yeah, despite the tough matchup, I'll still take Amari Cooper there.
Yep. Had Kelsey and Hill. Let's fucking go. Hope they put up the same numbers next week. I've lost to that guy twice. Yeah, hopefully for you. I mean, Corey's hoping that Kelsey doesn't happen because
that guy has to win his matchup for me to play him. So the guy in my league that is the current 5 seed, whose team I would say of the teams that are in the playoffs, I'm most scared of the 4 seeds team. Because he has just a really deep team. I would say he has like Josh Allen, Najee Harris, David Montgomery, Deontay Johnson. He's just like his starting roster is just really good. And I kind of am like a little scared of his team. So I'm hoping he gets bounced in the first round and it's off to a good start because the guy that he's playing had Jonathan Taylor, Hunter Henry, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes already play. So he's already got like 100 points in the first 2 games that have been played.
How do you get Taylor and Kelce?
Huh?
How do you get
He
Taylor
traded for Kelce.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Are we trusting Pats D next week against Buffalo or leading Eagles D versus Giants? I think you can't not trust the Pats D, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So click that. I'm just going to quickly click the next question. I'm just going to quickly look down in case any members.
You monitor that. Okay, so I'm trusting
we actually
those.
got one monitor, or we actually got one members question. I'm going to quickly read off. Shout out Jared, a little member action there. DFS, Tua, Edmonds, David Johnson, Devontae Adams, Devontae Parker, Kittle, Higgins, 49ers defense. I pivoted from James Robinson to Higgins. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, it looks like a pretty good lineup here. Obviously got the correlation with Miami there with Tua and Devontae Parker. Yeah, it looks solid to me. What are your thoughts here, Corey?
Yeah, so Tua is definitely a good play this week. David Johnson's a little sketch because Burkhead is going to play. So I liked David Johnson before I thought Burkhead was going to be out, but I mean, I think he's a little sketchy to play now with Burkhead in because Freeman, Burkhead, and David Johnson are all going to be kind of like a 3-way timeshare. So that thanks for the reminder because I'm actually going to take him out of one of my lineups as well. Deontay and Devontae Adams, those guys are going to be pretty highly owned, I would say, and also they're very expensive. So you went with your high end part there. I think the only thing I kind of don't like about your lineup is that you have a little bit too much ownership with Adams, who's going to be like 20 plus percent. Devontae Parker's probably 35-40%. Tua is going to be like 15-20% if I had to guess. I'd try and find a way to get a little different with that Tua stack. If you can somehow get from David Johnson to Myles Gaskin to add that in, maybe go Myles Gaskin, Tua, and Devontae Parker and like 3-stack the Dolphins offense. If you can, that would be something that I would go for. But overall, I think you do have some kind of like lower owned plays that help balance it out with Higgins and Kittle and David Johnson. If you stick with him, and Chase Edmonds, I doubt is going to get very much ownership. So that's probably pretty decent as well. But I might pivot off of one of your higher owned guys, whether Parker, Adams, or Tua.
Yep. No, I agree there. In that situation, it would probably be Adams because, again, Tua and Parker,
plus you could go down from Adams and get up from Johnson. So it's like a double pivot. You could go from Adams down to, I don't know, somebody in like the 7K range. And then from David Johnson, you could get up to like a 5.5K running back.
Yep. We actually got another super chat here from AJ. I appreciate that. 279. He says, God bless you both. Urcha, Jasicki, half PPR. There are not too many tight ends I would start over Jasicki this week. So
there isn't. The only tight ends I would start over Gesicki are the elite ones, Andrews, Kittles, those guys.
Yep. And again, appreciate the super chat.
I think we're on Paul, right?
Yeah, we left off on Paul.
All right, so I'm starting Devontae Parker over Zeke this week, full PPR. Hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. You got some balls, man. I wouldn't do it. I would probably go with Zeke. It could work out for you because it's full PPR and Parker could have a big game, but I think I would still trust Zeke.
Yep. We actually got another super chat here from AJ. Appreciate that. He says, Hurts or Cousins 4-point touchdown league. I personally would go with Jalen Hurts. I know there's a little bit of uneasiness because he is playing on the Tuesday. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen there, but hopefully, does your league manager have any implementations of what happens on those Tuesday league or Tuesday game players? Because I'd like to know that because again, you don't have really much to do in case that game gets postponed, right? But either way, again, all those aside, we know both these players are playing in a hypothetical. I would take Jalen Hurts.
Yep, I would as well.
And again, I appreciate the super chat.
What's the latest on Lamar? The most recent update that I saw.
I'm gonna go see the NBC Sports.
Yeah, I saw Lamar was expected, like the people in Baltimore aren't expecting him to suit up, kind of thing, is what I saw. So it sounds like he's doubtful to play, but maybe there's something else that's come out. But that was from Rappaport that I saw that. So that's
unlikely to play. It says.
Yeah, that's the most recent update that I've seen. So I would probably plan that you're not going to have Lamar if you have him. So if you have Tua or whatever, then I would probably just play him at 1 p.m.
In my one home league, I'm starting Taysom Hill because he's out.
True.
Kind of gross, I know, eh?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get up from David Johnson to another running back right now. in one of my FanDuel lineups. I don't really want to get up to, I have a pretty contrarian lineup. I suppose I could get up to like James Robinson, but I don't really want to. I might just play Michael Carter at 5,900 and move down at defense.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, Spicy. I saw, like he said in the private chat, Woodley got absolutely bent. That was pretty bad. But
yeah, I didn't watch it.
But he folded like a freaking table. Wasn't too great.
True.
We actually got another members chat here from Jared. Bet went ahead with the triple stack with Gaskin to move down to CD instead of Adams. Yeah,
that works. Yeah, that works for sure.
Looks good. Where do we leave off here? Do you have it?
Yeah, I got it here. We got live creation says, would you all go Zeke or Melvin this week? I personally would go with Zeke Elliott. I had Melvin ahead at one point during the week, but I've started to warm up to Zeke a little bit now, knowing that he was playing some tougher defenses throughout the last couple of weeks. I think he's probably going to be okay in this one. The Cowboys are implied for 28 points, according to Vegas, and anytime you can get that kind of point output, and I know the Cowboys have been inconsistent on offense, but I mean, Vegas stays in business for a reason. The 28 points implied is enough to make me play Zeke, because even if he's inefficient, he'll probably have some opportunities to score.
I mean, I look at it like this. They have a high implied point total, and they're 11.5 point road favorites. Like, if there was going to be any Zeke,
they're also terrible against the run too. They're one of the worst 5 defenses in the league against the run.
Yeah, like this is a Zeke again. Like, it's all going to matter on how the health of that knee is, and if he can have that sort of explosive ability that he showed at the beginning of the season back. But I mean, this is the prime matchup. You're huge road favorites. You have a high implied point total, and the team you're playing is, quite frankly, one of the worst run defenses in the league. So.
Plus, they're also probably not going to possess the ball very much on offense themselves too, and probably create some turnovers on defense for the Cowboys to take advantage of. So, yeah, what's the better combo? I'm arguing with my friend Miles Sanders and T, or Javonte and Brandon Cooks.
Sanders and T.
I like Cooks and Javonte. I think the difference between Javonte and Sanders is pretty big for me, bigger than the difference between T Higgins and Cooks.
I don't know, man. I think T Higgins is like a fringe top.
I love T Higgins, and he's definitely a better option than Brandon Cooks. But Javonte versus Sanders is a huge difference to me.
Really? Yeah. I mean, it's a big difference, but I'm looking at it like when Sanders is fully healthy, like I don't know.
Bro, I have Sanders at 27, and I have Javonte at 14 or 15. Sorry.
Who do you have T ranked this week?
I have T Higgins ranked at
probably like the 15 to 20 area, I'm assuming.
T Higgins. I have T Higgins ranked. Where do I have this clown? I have him ranked at 13. Like, I have him high. Like, he's high in my rankings, but I have Cooks at 22. And even though like the tier difference isn't that big between those two guys, because it's all, there's all like a bunch of wide receiver 2s in that range.
That's a really close one though, especially in full PPR. But
yeah, I mean, like full PPR probably benefits Cooks though, like just as much as it benefits Higgins.
That's fair. That's fair. We left off on Felix here. Let's actually quickly get to a couple more super chats here. From Reese, $5 super chat says full PPR pick 2, AJ Green, Julio, Bateman, also Bucks or 49ers on defense. Thanks. Let's see the defense real quick first, because I think it's pretty easy for me.
It's easily Bucks. Easily Bucks.
Yep. In terms of the
great options though this week.
Yep. In terms of the second one, as much as I love Bateman, without Lamar, I would go with AJ Green and Julio Jones.
Yeah, I would as well. And for the record, just in case you guys don't know, Reese, that $5 super chat that you left, you could have became a member and you essentially get free super chats, right? Because we're going to prioritize your comments over, the rest of the people that aren't members. So if you guys are interested in that, you don't have to super chat us every time you want to ask a question. You just can become a member and we'll prioritize your comments anyway. You can do that by going to our YouTube page and just hitting the join button. $5 Canadian a month, $3, 50 cents or whatever American a month. So essentially like one super chat a month to get unlimited super chats, if you think of it that way. So
yep. And again, as always, if you guys send the super chats, we still very much
we still do appreciate the super chats though. Definitely appreciate it.
Another super chat from AJ, appreciate that. $6.99. He says full PPR DFS heads to Ted. Which salary construction do you like more? Godwin, Parker, Swaim, Montgomery, or Jefferson, Davis, and Joku Gronk? Cheers. I'm liking the Jefferson side here, just off of first glance. Obviously, Davis, you got who's the Sanders out, right?
Yeah. I think I like the Jefferson side as well.
Yeah, it's pretty
ownership wise. I know because I had a consultation session with AJ, so I know what the situation is. It's a full week like DraftKings contest that him and his buddies do. Yeah, so they do like a Monday to Sunday like slate completely, like the whole week 15. So it is definitely interesting how the ownership shakes out on like Gronkowski and stuff. But again, this is like a head-to-head contest between like 12 people or whatever. So ownership is not usually something I'm concerned with. So I do like the Jefferson side of things.
Yep. I agree there. And again, appreciate the super chat here. Where do we leave off? Let's try
I
to
think
just
it's Felix here that we left off on.
Let's run through a bunch quick if we can.
Okay. So Judy, Mooney, Julio, and Sanders or Jeff Wilson. Give me Darnell Mooney of these options. I think that's the guy I have the highest there. I don't mind Julio as well. He's pretty close, but I would take Mooney the highest.
Yep, I'm fine with that. What up, play up people? What up, Spicy? Doesn't. Latest on Antonio Brown. Would he be startable first game back or wait and see? I would personally want to
wait and see. Bruce Arians is a big, accountability, like respect guy. I don't think he's just going to reward Antonio Brown with his full role once he's back. I would like to see Antonio Brown for a game before I put him on the field. This is the fantasy playoffs. I talked about him in the trust or bust video that I can't trust this guy in week 16 because he's probably not going to be running a whole lot of routes if I had to guess.
Remember where we left off? We actually got a super chat I missed here. Sorry about that, Ray. It didn't show up on our feed, but $2 super chat. Ray says full PPR, bigger upside, Odell or Parker. I think if you're talking straight upside, I'm going to trust the Rams offense over the Miami offense. So I would personally go with Odell for upside. But in terms of stability, I think you could probably navigate the role for Parker better. But either way, I'm a guy who likes shooting for upside. I'd probably just roll out Odell Beckham if he's suiting up regardless.
Yeah, I think Odell's probably the better play for upside. So I'd go with Odell.
Yep. So click where we left off.
Yeah. Mitchell says, good morning. Pick one. Renfro, Ayuk. Give me Renfro there. Yeah. He's the safest by far of these guys, especially with Waller out again. Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson. I'll take Cousins there. He's got a better matchup. Yeah. I have Cousins higher, so I'd roll
them. They're both back in QB ones regardless, but I don't mind.
I have Russell Wilson QB 15, and I have Cousins at 11. Like I have him a little higher.
I don't mind making a little bet there if you want to do Russ versus Cousins.
Yeah, we can do Russ versus Cousins.
I don't have much conviction there, but we haven't made a single bet this live stream, so we're going to spice it up.
True. Yeah, I'll write it down.
Yeah, we actually got a new member here. Congratulations to Mac. I mean, join the membership, boys. Become a part of the stock exchange. Let's go.
Yeah, tone setters.
Yeah, amen. Appreciate you, Mac. Means a lot. Guess you got another super chat here from THC. He says, does Patreon equals member? Wish I knew this weeks ago. Okay, so Patreon and member is different. Basically, with Patreon, we have more content that's going to be coming the off season. We're going to have our draft guide on there. It's just different offerships, different perks that we have based off the Patreon and based off the member. Member is just specifically only through live streams that you get prioritization on your comments. So it incentivizes you to.
You'll get priority comments on regular YouTube videos as well. And you'll also get, badges and stickers and stuff. It's more of like a general support type of thing. If you guys, want to support the channel and get your questions answered a little quicker. Patreon, like Danny said, is where we're going to have our rankings available, dynasty, redraft, etc. Yeah. Also, all the rookie write-ups and stuff that we're going to do will be on Patreon. So if you're looking for like exclusive content, that's where you go to Patreon. If you're looking for more so general support and priority answer to your comments, then that would be what you use YouTube for.
Yep, and again, once we have more members, obviously, in the Patreon,
we'll be able to run members-only live streams and stuff once we have enough members to do it. You need a certain amount to be able to do it, but it is one of the perks of becoming a member is that we'll eventually have polls and live streams that you can participate in.
Yep, for sure. Click where we left off, by the way.
It was Zach, I believe. So pick 3, James Robinson, James Conner, Zeke.
Diana Johnson.
Is that... I don't know if is that Deontay Johnson?
It definitely is. I'm sitting wrong.
Could be David Johnson. I don't know. I would say if that's Deontay Johnson, he's absolutely in my lineup. No questions asked.
I mean, considering Deontay's closer to Diana than
David, I would say it's probably Deontay Johnson. So if that's Deontay Johnson, give me Deontay, Zeke, and James Robinson versus James Conner is pretty close. I'm probably going to take James Conner though in the game script that they're going to have on the way better team.
Yeah, I think if you know that Connor's sitting up, it's not really close for me personally. I would much rather Connor.
Yeah.
Click where we left off.
Yeah. I'm on one of my leagues. I have Kareem, Waddle, and Eli Moore. Yeah, that definitely sucks. Losing pieces this late in the season is brutal.
Yep. Amen.
Go ahead.
Members comment. I'm just going to quickly say, newest member, Mac, appreciate that. No question today, on by. Thanks, guys, anytime. Appreciate you joining the membership. But, congrats on the buy.
Yep. Spicy, I got to set up one of my sleeper prop picks. Got one going well already. Had the over on Eckler rushing yards, the under on Pittman receiving. Need Claypool over 57.5. I probably would take the under on whatever his line is, to be honest. He's not on the field very often lately, but that definitely could. It really only takes him one play to hit that. So
That's fair. Yeah.
I probably would take the under on his receiving yards, though, with how little he's being used in terms of routes. They're favoring Ray McLeod over him, which is weird, but it might be a maturity thing. Your buddy Mosh says Osborne versus Chicago, Marvin Jones versus Houston, Michelle versus Seattle, flex spot PPR.
Probably
I'm taking
Jones.
Osborne versus Chicago, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Jones?
Yeah, I would. Damn. I saw what I needed to see out of Osborne last week, and Jefferson can't do everything. And he's actually like not a tough matchup, but Jalen Johnson is their best corner, and he's going to shadow Jefferson. So Jefferson might have 80% of what he would have had in a non-shadow matchup, which could benefit Osborne big time.
I'll bet you that though. We'll go Marvin Jones.
Take Osborne versus Marvin Jones. All right.
I mean, at the end of the day here, we're talking about like flex appeal type of players. But either way, I think both have like pretty sneaky upside. But either way, I will favor Jones. So mark me down. Yep. Here, click down. Sorry.
Yeah. Alex says, good morning, guys. Shooting for upside because I'm playing Kelsey full PPR. Start 2. Javonte, Cooks, Ayuk. Also Cousins or Fields at QB.
Cooks and Javonte. And if you're shooting for upside at quarterback, I think you got to go with Fields.
That's tough, man. I think they both have pretty solid upside this week, but I think I tend to agree. It'd probably go with Fields if you need upside. There's no real like upside question in the first part of it because I think Javonte and Cooks are probably the best 2 plays. No matter what, I guess you could say maybe Ayuk has more upside than Cooks, but I don't know. In the matchup that he's going to have, I would probably just go Cooks and Javonte. And then, if you need upside, go with Fields at quarterback. Drop a like to answer your question. Yes, very even trade-off. Appreciate that, Mike. Deontay. Okay, he did specify it was Deontay. Van Jefferson or Javonte at the flex. Give me Javonte now with OBJ probably playing in this game. He was activated off the COVID list.
Yep.
Gabe Davis versus Carolina. Osborne. Okay, so same question, but Gabe Davis is involved. I'm still going Osborne, Mike.
Yep. I agree there. Let's just rip these through this fast.
Okay, Wilson Jr. or Sony. Give me Sony Michelle there, Carl. Liked Big Ben or risk waiting for Hurts on Tuesday? Risk waiting for Hurts on Tuesday.
I'd risk
super chat. We already got to that. KJ Osborne or Terry McLaurin. Terry's officially playing, right?
Yeah, I'll go Terry.
Yeah, give me Terry McLaurin there. Gabriel. Tua over Lamar. Yeah, you gotta pretty much just have to go with Tua at this point.
PPR tight end pick Q. I mean,
let us know what you got there. Good morning. We smoking that Patriots pack today. Yeah, good win for your Colts. Chase, Patterson, Robinson, Gallup, Wilson, Devontae Smith. Need a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Give me Jamar Chase as your wide receiver 2. And I'm probably throwing Cordero Patterson in as my flex there.
Here we actually got a quick super chat from Mark Gravy. He says, keep saying Claypool's losing snap. How many WOW? What's WOW?
Okay, so I'll let you know real quick.
What's WOW?
I don't know. Maybe how many snaps is he losing? I don't know. I don't know what he's asking, but I'm guessing that's what he's asking. So Chase Claypool currently is losing snaps to Ray McLeod. Last week he ran 55% of the routes compared to 90% for Ray McLeod. And it wasn't just because, he was getting punished, because 2 weeks ago he ran 68% of the routes to Ray McLeod's 71%. And they also have James Washington mixing in for about 40-50% as well, along with Deontay, who's obviously running like 100% of the routes. So, Chase Claypool just simply isn't on the field enough for me to trust him over. I can't remember who he was asking over. Somebody that was a little bit safer than him, though. So I'll tend to lean away from Chase Claypool this week.
Chase, Patterson, Robinson, Gallup, Wilson.
Yeah, that was the question we got to already. Chase and Patterson was the answer. Hey, should I start Ayuk or Devontae Parker? That's pretty close, man.
Give me the matchup of Parker over Ayuk this week.
Yeah,
you got AJ Terrell there.
I agree. I actually do have Ayuk higher in my rankings right now, but I think I probably would start Parker over him.
Trust Penny on Tuesday or Jeff Wilson today. I would go with Penny. He's looked better when he's been on the field. I know Jeff Wilson's probably got a safer workload, but give me Penny there.
I don't even know if that's true. I think Penny's probably has as safe of a workload as Wilson.
That's fair. Start 2 full PPR: Green, Carter, Knox, Judy, Hubbard. I'd go. Is this gonna sound gross if I say AJ Green's the one I feel safest about here?
No, I think that's probably fair.
I'd probably go Green and Carter because I'd want to say Hubbard, but he's not a good enough back to exploit the Bills.
I'm assuming that's Knox as his other guy. Like Knox actually versus Green and Carter. Man, Knox has got a pretty good situation this week with Diggs getting a lot of Gilmore. I actually probably would start Knox over anybody here and then go with Green as my second option in a full PPR.
By the way, wow, week over week, I'm dumb.
Oh, week over week, true.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
not week over week necessarily, but like recently, they've been using Claypool a little bit less.
Yep. Morning, boys. Jacobs are chasing flex, standard scoring. Thanks and good luck today. I can't sit Jamar Chase for Josh Jacobs, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm still going Jamar Chase for sure.
Dak or 2 or 6-point touchdown. Give me Dak. Also, Jeff Wilson will Dylan or Penny pick one up full PPR. Give me Penny like easily here.
Yeah, give me Penny as well.
Gabe choose KJ over Terry. Terry off concussion. No. Yeah. Either way, though, I think Terry. Like Heineke might get cleared by.
Again, I'm not sitting. This is a start your studs week. This is week 15 in the playoffs. I'm gonna feel really shitty if Terry McLaurin does Terry McLaurin things and I have him on my bench. So I'm going with Terry McLaurin.
Okay, he left the tight ends now. By the way, Aaron, appreciate that. He says, pick one, please. Ertz versus Lions or Freiermuth versus Tennessee. I'll go like that's a close one. They're both back end tight end ones. I'll go with Pat Freiermuth though.
Given the hamstring injury, I think that's probably the right call. I'm actually going to move Ertz down a little bit because I had him at like 8 in my rankings. So, yeah, I just moved him to 11. So I have him below Schultz and Freiermuth now. So, yeah, I also would go with Freiermuth potentially with the negative game script as well. They might get ahead early. But, I mean, Ertz is also a good start as well. So, if Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl, he is definitely going to leave or retire to his last dance with the Packers. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to probably stay. I think winning cures all.
He could. We actually have another super chat here from Polar. Appreciate that. He says James Conner, McLaurin, Cooks, or Mooney need 2. In terms of this, I personally, again, you mentioned starting my studs. James Conner has been one of the best running backs in fantasy this year. There's no chance if he's playing that I'm sitting him. And in terms of the second one, Cooks and Mooney have decent matchup.
I'm taking Cooks. Like I'm sitting McLaurin here.
Yeah, they got decent match. Why do I keep saying decent? Decent matchups. I'm sounding like Mike Tyson out here. What's going on?
Terry McLaurin has Darius Slay in shadow coverage. Give me Brandon Cooks.
I don't mind starting Cooks in that situation.
Yeah, I literally have them close in my rankings, but Cooks is a good enough option for me to get off of McLaurin.
Yep. We actually got a new member here. Quick shout out to Aaron. Appreciate that he just became the new official tone setter. So, big hype in the chat.
All right, so back up. We got Perry says Van Jeff, DJ Moore, Parker for his wide receiver 2 spot. I mean, that's pretty close. I think I'd still go with DJ Moore.
Yeah,
I have him slightly above Parker, so I probably would go with him.
And give me Jacobs at running back here. In terms of the flex,
I'd go with Parker.
Yep. Good morning, boys. Interesting game last night. Yeah, we finally saw the Patriots playing a negative game script in these last 8 weeks. So maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not going to play Jonathan Taylor every week. So.
Facts.
Boy, FYI. Okay.
Devontae's floor is just so low though. 5+ games under 5 points. Yeah, Devontae's floor is pretty low. They don't throw the ball a whole lot, so that's pretty much why. But I'm still willing to trust him this week. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Appreciate that. Can't make up my mind on Bateman, Judy, or Sterling Shepard. I know Watkins is out. Marquise Brown's sick, so low key considering Bateman. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm okay going with Bateman if Lamar plays, but I don't think you're going to have that answer right away. Yeah. I tend to lean Sterling Shepard here, to be honest, of these options. Jerry Jeudy just, again, that team just doesn't throw the ball a whole lot. They don't run a high-paced offense. They lean on Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, so Judy's like a 5 to 6 target per game guy. I think with Sterling Shepard, you at least get the upside that he catches 8 or 9 passes in a game. So if this is any kind of PPR league, I'm going with Sterling Shepard.
For sure. And I'm actually going to quickly go over a question that's later on. We have a couple comments later. But basically, if you're on the non-YouTube app, if you're on a computer or a PC or anything like that, basically what happens is right next to the subscribe button, there'll be a join button. And if you click that, that'll be your route to becoming a member on the channel. So again, if you're watching on your phone, it's going to be harder. I don't necessarily know if it shows.
Actually, I want to see if it's. I think it's located there. If you actually check.
If it's on the phone, then it should work.
I can get a check looking right now. So you go to view channel, community, maybe no. Yeah, no. In the YouTube app on your phone, I don't actually see anywhere. But If you're on a laptop or a PC, or if you just go on YouTube on like Safari or something like that on your phone, I think you should be able to find it that way. But yeah, there's a join button located next to the subscribe page.
Yeah, maybe not on the app, but Aaron and Nate basically said you can find it on the phone as well. So either way, hopefully you guys can find it, and heck, get priority answers on your questions. So
for sure.
Okay,
so we already answered that. Gordo says next season Javonte Williams is going to be a beast in fantasy. Yes, sir. Definitely.
I want to quickly say one thing, and then we'll get through some questions. But again, way too early 2022 best ball draft. He was already going in the first round. So
yep, doesn't shock me.
Basically, next year's Cam Akers, baby.
Yep. Evan says, fellas, love the stream and content as always. Appreciate it, Evan. You're in here pretty much every week, I would say. Best in the business. Quick one today. Javonte Williams, Edmonds, or Michael Carter. Give me Javonte Williams there.
Yep, I agree there.
Flex Kirk or AJ Green. People split on this, and y'all are the deciding factor. Also starting Kyler and Prater. Give me Christian Kirk here. Yep. I think like AJ Green and Christian Kirk, again, you could toss a coin in the air and one of them will get the targets this game and one of them might not. But Christian Kirk is, I wrote about in my DFS article, he's facing Amani Oruwariye in coverage, who's allowed a lot of big plays this year. And that's where Christian Kirk has made his money, basically, when Kyler was on the field early in the season, when Christian Kirk was really performing. So I'll take the big play upside of Christian Kirk in this game, although the targets might favor AJ Green.
For sure. So we already read the member, quick little shout out, Aaron.
Yeah, you already read that.
A YouTube member, so I appreciate that. Just got another super chat here. I just wanted to make sure in case I didn't. Got another super chat here from Crescent. Appreciate that $5 super chat. He says, in a 5 wide receiver league, already started Hill. Need to know who the last 4 should be.
Holy shit, dude.
Lamb, Godwin, and Debo. I mean, Cup is locked and loaded no matter what. So that's like set it and forget it.
I think Deontay probably is too.
I think Lamb probably is too here. So that's 4.
I think Godwin probably is too. I think you're sitting Debo here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want to sit Debo, but I think that's who you're sitting.
Like you probably have 6 of the top, 11 receivers, 10 receivers even.
I actually have Debo a bit higher than Lamb, but now that I look at it, I think I probably would start Lamb over him. With Debo, again, he's going to get his carries and his work in the rushing game because Mitchell is out again. The question is, the guy's got 16 targets over the last 4 games, so he's really not getting a whole lot of work. That actually might even be a high number. It's not even. I don't even think it's that many. And we need him in any kind of PPR league to be getting targets. So I'll lean with because Godwin. I mean, Evans is going to get Lattimore in this game, so Godwin's going to have a field day. He went over 100 yards last time they played the New Orleans Saints. Deontay Johnson gets 10 targets a game. I can't sit that guy. Same goes for Cooper Kupp. And then Lamb also has a really good matchup similar to Godwin. So I'd probably sit Debo here.
Yeah. Okay. So side note, I'm just going to quickly say in his last 3 games, Debo, 1 catch for 15 yards, 1 catch for 12 yards, and 1 catch for 22 yards. And in terms of the actual rushing volume, he was kind of operating as the team's main running back. 8 carries, 6 carries, 8 carries. So he's just not getting the ball a lot. He's just super efficient when he does touch it. And
exactly, yeah. And he's still a solid start, obviously. You still have him inside my top 12 wide receivers, but I think those other guys, all those other guys that he mentioned are all inside my top 8 this week. So
yeah, literally though. So you can click where we left off.
Yeah. So we got to that already. Down 40 because of Kelsey. Should I play Taysom or Burrow in my super flex?
Give me Burrow.
I mean, Taysom probably has, if you need a huge ceiling, I would say Taysom probably has the higher ceiling because he rushes, but give me Burrow there. I think he's just much better.
Sit one Javonte, Foreman, Penny, or Wilson. Also Foreman here.
I would say Wilson.
Yeah, those are the clear bottom 2, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably sit Wilson. Foreman the Steelers have been horrible against the run, so I'll take Foreman over Wilson.
Yeah, either way, those are the clear bottom 2. I have Debo, Keenan, and Reek. Are they every week starters the next 2? Yeah, absolutely. That is a stacked receiver core. Jesus. Hey? Keenan Allen and Debo Samuel. Yeah,
it's pretty wild. I have in our Bitcoin league that I'm on buy-in this week, I have Jefferson, Keenan Allen, and Diggs as my top 3 receivers. So that's definitely nice too. Knox or Julio in my flex.
That's close.
That's close, man. I might start Dawson Knox over Julio.
I don't mind that. It's just so hard to trust Julio, so I don't mind going with Knox there. At least just the involvement. Fields of Burrow and Osborne or Amonra. Thanks. I appreciate that. In terms of the question, give me Burrow over Fields and give me Osborne over Amonra.
1 sec, I got.
Okay, go for it. I'll run through. Hurts or Taysom? Give me Jalen Hurts here, Hayden. AJ Green or Russell Gage? Gage has better matchup and has good targets. AJ Green I feel is good, but I don't know who's in the show. I personally would go with AJ Green with DeAndre Hopkins being out. Again, it's still a favorable matchup against the Lions. DeAndre Hopkins obviously expected to be out for the regular season, and the Cardinals are still one of the best offenses in the league, despite kind of what we saw last week. So give me AJ Green. We left off on Skangy here, so I'll remember that when I go back. Actually got a super chat here from Lewis. Appreciate that. $4.99. He says, my wide receiver 2 is Deontay Johnson and flex Jamar Chase. I have available Devontae Freeman and Barkley. Any changes? I personally would stick to the 2 wide receivers here. Barkley's obviously getting a tougher matchup against the Cowboys. Their front 7 has been electric these past few weeks. And it's just so hard to not trust those 2 receivers you have already in. So give me the receivers there.
Yep, I agree.
We left off on Skangy. So click that if you can see it.
Skangy? Did we get to this question here?
I read off a couple when you were on the phone.
Oh, okay. All right.
Skangy,
so Skangy, Devontae Smith, Devontae Parker, Dylan, Gabe Davis start 2 half-point PPR. Already starting Aaron Jones. Give me Smith and Parker. I'll go with the first 2.
Yep, I agree there.
Okay, he already went to that. Amber says Zeke or Javonte Williams. I think I have Javonte a little bit higher.
That's
I like Javonte. Give me the guy that's performing at a high level right now. The workload's probably a bit higher for Zeke, but I'll take Javonte.
Like, it's trusting efficiency versus floor here. Because I think, again, if Javonte Williams gets similar touches, he's been the more efficient back. So I would personally lean Javonte, but it's tough not starting Zeke in this matchup because this is probably as favorable as it gets. So give me Javonte, but I still like Zeke.
Yeah.
Clearly. I'm a biased Cowboys fan, but Devontae, Parker, or Mooney. Give me Parker there slightly.
Go with the Tua and Devontae stack.
Yeah.
That's what I would be doing.
Yep. Gallup, Ayuk, James Robinson, pick one for flex. In this situation, I will go with James Robinson. I feel like
I'll go James Robinson here too.
I feel like we basically trashed James Robinson because we keep picking guys over him, but we finally get to show homage to James.
Well, he could make us look really stupid after this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Sure. We left off on Zay. Here, you read. Actually, we got 2 super chats here. I quickly missed. Spicy Hot, just let me know. Appreciate that. $1.99 from Brandon first. Appreciate that. He says, start Deontay Foreman or Jeff Wilson, RB2. We actually just talked about this, and Corey convinced me. I will go with Devon.
I'll take Foreman by a hair. Neither guy is like a slam dunk for their workload, but I think I trust Foreman's carries a little bit more. And he's actually been, when he's run routes, he's actually been targeted on them. His targets per route run rate's pretty good. So I think he has a little bit more upside as a receiver. And we got to take into account that Debo's going to take away a good amount of the rushing work from Wilson.
Can I say quick shout out to Deontay Foreman? Because this guy is basically going to be hopefully a blueprint for Cam Akers' recovery.
Yeah, hopefully.
Dr. Paul, Burrow or Tua, face up, I would go with Joe Burrow here personally.
That's actually a close conversation right now. I have Burrow 1 spot higher. I have Burrow at 12 and Tua at 13 this week. So they're back to back for me. I would go with Burrow, but man, it's hard to pass on Tua against the Jets.
Oh, no, I fully agree. The matchup alone is making it close, but I will still trust with Joe Burrow.
Right.
Do you have what we left off, by the way?
Yeah, I got Zaytree here. Should I start AJ Green, Claypool, Penny, or Lazard as my flex? I'd actually go with Rashad Penny here.
I don't mind that. I don't mind going.
It's between him and AJ Green probably, but I think I would lean with Rashad Penny.
Agreed. Connor McLaurin, give me James Conner here, Polar.
Yep.
Carter or Devontae Freeman, full PPR. With Lamar out, I will go with Michael Carter because I think the Ravens can just struggle moving the ball on offense.
Yeah, I tend to agree there.
Pick 2 out of 3. Hollywood with no Lamar, Judy, Cincy, Amon versus the Cards.
I'm still taking Hollywood with or without Lamar over those guys. And
is it gross if I go with Amon-Ra over Judy?
I think I actually would take Amon-Ra over Judy, to be honest. It's as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I would need to know the scoring format here. In a full PPR league, I think I would take Amon-Ra. But if it's like half PPR standard where you need like maybe a touchdown, I think I go with Judy.
Yeah, that's fair. Buy was much needed with all the vids going around. Think the Bucs will rest players in our playoffs. Have Brady and Brown.
No, I don't think the Bucs are going to rest any players. They're playing for the number 1 seed in the NFC right now. So if they rest players, maybe it'll come in week 18 if they've already locked it up or if they can't get it. Then that might be when they rest players. But I think week 16, week 17, they're not going to rest anybody unless they absolutely kill the Jets in the first half in week 17 and they rest them in the second half.
Yeah, no, I agree. Again, I've kind of said this and we've talked about this on the side, but the NFC is so close this year that the team that gets the 1 seed is going to be at an inherent edge, because I think that's going to be the difference, having home field throughout the playoff. There are legitimately 5 teams in the NFC that I can see coming out of the NFC this year. Like,
Right.
legitimately. And like, I don't think we've been able to say that for the last 5 years at minimum. Like, this is the most open NFL season you've seen in a while.
Yeah, especially on both conferences too, because even if it was like close in one conference, usually we see like a decisive advantage in another. Like a couple years ago when San Fran was like way ahead of everybody in the NFC, it was like, okay, they're, and then you had like the Chiefs and stuff on the AFC side of things. This year it seems like it's pretty wide open on both sides of each conference. So that's definitely interesting for sure.
Yep. So we left off on Dick Cheese accumulator.
I fucking laugh at his name every time I see
Every
it.
time. We actually got another super chat here from Robert. Appreciate that. 499 super chat. He says, in a bit of a shaky situation, I have Patterson, Javonte, and Gaskin. I don't know whether to start them all and Mooney at wide receiver 2 or sit Gaskin for Kirk. So in terms of the question, I mean, you're going to start Patterson, Javonte. In terms of the wide receiver, I mean, it's basically Kirk versus Gaskin here. Where are you leaning here? This is pretty close.
I probably like the sketchy thing about Gaskin is that he was on the COVID list until like Tuesday or like Thursday or Friday.
Which is
So he
why
might not have like the game plan like fully down, and they might limit his workload a little bit. But I gotta trust the matchup with Gaskin. I think he's just a much better play against the Jets. He scored 2 touchdowns against the Jets last time around, so I'll take Gaskin over Kirk slightly.
Yeah, I tend to agree there. Again, it's close because I feel like Kirk is a safer play. But if you're shooting for ceiling, Gaskin showed his ceiling in his last matchup against the same team. So I agree. Appreciate another member here. Appreciate that from THC Atomic Juice. He officially became a YouTube
Guess
member.
he figured it out. He was the one who asked, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Or one of the ones who asked.
Also, I just want to say a quick shout out. Got the Bud Notorious checking it out. So appreciate you, brother. We definitely got to hop on a live stream or not on a live stream, but in a call and get some underdog going, because we're all degenerates at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
We actually got 2 super chats right after that as well. So appreciate you guys. Another $5 from Crescent. He says, one last bit of advice: 4 quarterbacks, Dak, Russ, Jimmy G, Taysom, and Tua. I'm assuming you can only start one. If you can only start one, I would go with Dak Prescott here. No bias.
Yeah, I have Dak the highest out of those guys. I'd go with Prescott as well.
Yep. Another $2 super chat here from Zach. Appreciate that. He says Bucks or Niners D. Hurts, Taysom, pick up field. So first question, give me the Bucks defense.
Give me the Bucks, but those are both like 2 top 3 defenses this week. Yep. So you're good either way.
Second question, Hurts, Taysom, Fields. I would go with Jalen Hurts here.
Yeah, I'd take Jason Hurts, Jalen Hurts as well.
Yep. You have where we left off, correct?
Yeah. Dick Cheese accumulator. Hey guys, I'm in second place, but could still not make the playoffs if I lose. Okay, I guess he has a week 16, week 17, probably only a 4-man.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a 4-man playoff.
The question is, he says for flex, Amari Cooper, Michael Carter, Ayuk, or Sony in a standard league. Give me Amari Cooper. Yeah.
I agree there. Any Cardinals wide receiver this week? Which one should I start at wide receiver 2? Give me Christian Kirk.
I'll take Christian Kirk over AJ Green personally.
Our gravy, Howard is back, downgrade Miles. Yeah, no, that definitely could be a factor too, because we did.
Yeah, which is why I have Sanders at like 28 right now, just behind. I have him behind like Deontay Foreman, Devontae Freeman. Like I don't really trust Miles Sanders this week, if I'm being honest.
Yep. No, I tend to agree there. PPR, Tua, Hill, both tackles are out for
Tua. I would say Tua, even if they weren't both out.
Yep. Bills or Bucks D. Give me the Bucks defense there.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks as well. They're both like great options though.
Yeah, very, very good plays this week.
Need a flex full PPR. Darrell Henderson, Miles Sanders, Chase Edmonds, Rashad Penny, Devontae Parker, Russell Gage, KJ Osborne. This is a tough call. I think I have, so among the wide receivers, I have Parker the highest. Among the running backs, I have Penny the highest.
Yep.
I'd go with Parker. I'd go with Parker in a full PPR.
I'll go with Parker as well. We actually in addition, he said he needs to start 4 quarterbacks. So in terms of the super chat, give me Dak, Russ.
4 quarterbacks. What kind of league is this?
So basically, he has to sit one of these quarterbacks. Which one would you sit here?
Can you put it on the screen?
Probably Taysom or Jimmy G, I'm assuming, but
I'm gonna sit.
I'll sit Jimmy.
I'd probably sit Taysom in a normal situation, but I mean, if he's starting 4 quarterbacks, like give me the rushing floor of Taysom. So I'll sit Jimmy G there.
Yep, I agree there. And we actually got a member chat. Appreciate that. He said the button is non iOS YouTube app. Need you guys to make up for time. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I mean, you can't predict that type of situation.
Yeah, Hunt getting hurt. Yeah, definitely hurts.
Pick 2 for flex PPR: Julio, Josh Reynolds, Greg Reynolds, and Ricky Seals-Jones. I have Kelsey and Eckler. I mean,
so he already is in a good spot, obviously.
Julio's clearly like the first one. I don't think that's really close. So the second one, you're dealing with a bunch of unknowns. Give me the unknown of Craig Reynolds at that point, to be honest. Like,
it's a PPR, man. This is a game script that they're going to have to throw a lot. I'd rather have Josh Reynolds than Craig Reynolds, to be honest.
Are we really?
They're going to have to throw in this game. They're 13-point underdogs. I'll take Josh Reynolds over Julio.
Yeah,
because there's a chance that they face Craig Reynolds right out of the game plan in favor of like Godwin, Ige, BK if they're down big or something.
By the way, that's going to be so annoying when you're watching the game because you're going to have one of the Reynolds. You're going to be like, Reynolds with the 15-yard game. You're not going to know which one.
Well, I mean, Craig Reynolds is like number 40-something. So that
I know. Just like if you're like looking at the app or something, you just see Reynolds like makes a big play or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind going with Josh Reynolds. Like again, like they're all kind of fucking fugazi little darts.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Troy says, or no, we already got to that question. Yo, fellas, start 2, Zeke, Henderson, Amari Cooper, Henderson.
Give me the Cowboys.
Hendersons. Give me the Cowboys as well. I'll take the 2 Cowboys over the other options there.
Quickly, remember, chat. Someone say underdog. We always say underdog, baby. Let's go. And my internet's being shitty. Don't know if you answered my question about Evans, so I'll just re-ask. Lattimore shouting him. Is it too cute to pivot to T. Higgins?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all.
I don't think it's too cute at all.
Mike Evans has 17 targets the last 4 times that they've played the Saints. Whether he can beat Lattimore or not, I think is a separate discussion because he can beat Lattimore. Brady just doesn't throw at him when he's on Lattimore.
Yep. I agree there. We actually got 2 straight super chats as well. 499 from Raw. I appreciate that. He says pick 1, Javonte, Barkley, Penny, Sanders. This is close between.
I'm taking Javonte there.
Barkley. I agree though. I would go with Javonte slightly over Barkley because of the matchup. So give me Javonte. There's another super chat here from Colin, a $5 super chat. He says need one for flex, full PPR. Javonte, Van Jefferson, Marvin Jones. Give me Javonte Williams here, Colin. 2 straight Javontes, 2 straight super chats. You love to see it.
Yeah, Javonte season, baby.
Amen. So where we left off yet?
Yeah, I got it. So we had Dr. Paul. I believe did he ask us as a super chat? I think he did. But
I believe
either way, we went with DJ Moore and Brandon Cooks is who I would go with.
Moore and Cooks, correct? Yep.
Yeah. Start 2 in full PPR: Barkley, Jacobs, Henderson, Deontay Foreman. I'm gonna go with the first 2. Yeah, Barkley and Jacobs. Henderson or Barkley, choose one. Give me give me Saquon Barkley there. Michael, would you stack Gordon and Javonte or risk Sony with Henderson on the fence? I would rather just play Javonte and Sony. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Stevenson ruined me. LOL. Yeah, you can't. It's hard to predict them getting down big like that.
I thought the Colts are a good team. I did not expect that.
They were favored to win that game, man. That's why Vegas stays in business. I actually did a betting contest with me and my buddies where we picked all the Week 15 games, and I thought the Patriots were going to cover 2.5 easily. I thought they were just going to outright win the game.
Yeah, same Brown or Marquise Brown, full PPR. Give me the better Brown and Marquise here.
Yeah, I'll take Marquise as well.
Aiden Carano says pick 2, Van Jefferson, Beasley, Shepard, or DPJ if Jarvis doesn't play. I'm going to go with Van and Beasley personally here.
Yeah, I'll take Van and Beasley as well.
Jeff says need 2 for flex, Carter, Judy, Amonra, Penny, Gage, half PPR. Thanks. I'm definitely going with Penny, and I'm definitely going with Carter.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 running backs as well.
More upside, KJ Osborne or Parker, full PPR.
I think they're probably equal upside plays. I'd say maybe Parker has more upside just because he's the number 1 on his team this week. I'd go with Parker regardless, though.
For sure. We actually got a couple members' comments here that we left off. Not to dominate chatter, you guys thumbs upping Raiders defense. Also, if Ricky Seals goes on COVID and McLaurin on concussion, would you start Bates over Reynolds brothers? First question, thumbs upping Raiders defense. Actually, off my head, I don't know who.
Raiders Browns.
Raiders Browns.
And Browns are just decimated with COVID stuff. So yeah, I think the Raiders defense is a solid play this week.
Yep. No, I agree with you there. In terms of second question, Bates versus the Reynolds brothers. I just wouldn't want to wait on Bates because you'd have to make that decision today.
And a lot of shit has to happen too for that to happen. I would just go with the Reynolds guys.
Yeah, give me one of the Reynolds there. Actually, get another chat from Aaron. Appreciate that. He says pick 4 to keep for next year in 2 quarterback league: Javonte, Gallup, Dobbins, Akers, ETN.
Javonte is an absolute lock. You absolutely keep Javonte.
You have to keep Javonte for sure here. I would probably keep.
It's got to be one of the 2020 running backs, probably Dobbins or Akers.
I think you just keep all the running backs here.
Oh, you pick 4. Okay, I thought it was 3. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going Javonte for sure, Dobbins for sure, Akers for sure, Gallup maybe depending on where he lands. I might consider in the 11th round, but I'd probably still pick ETN over him, to be honest.
Yeah, if I had to make the choice now. But again, I mean, in a 2-quarterback league, though, Cousins in the 10th is pretty tasty too.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I think I'd change my answer in a 2-quarterback league. I would go with Javonte, Dobbins, Akers, and Cousins.
Yeah. It's going to depend. I doubt you have to make this decision now. It's going to depend what happens with Gallup and what happens with ETN and Robinson. That situation there.
Yep, I agree with that. Because again, if you get all the.
Sorry, I'm just. Okay, no, I got it. I was missing the question there.
Also, I'm going to say one thing, Cap. You do realize, if you've been watching the stream, you do realize that we prioritized member comments. So
yeah, that's the point of having the membership.
In line, yeah.
Yeah. So Reese says Henderson. Yeah. Anyway, I don't like to spend too much time scolding people. I just mute them and then move on with my life. Anyway, Sony Michel is who I'm going with there, Reese. I think he's a better option this week, at least with him coming off of injury. Full PPR, Connor, McLaurin, or Mooney. Even in a full PPR, I think I'd still go James Conner there. Polar. I think he actually super chatted that question.
Yeah. Block the guy. Renfro Higgins. Thanks. This is a close.
That's really close. I think I actually have those guys back to back legitimately.
I would go with T Higgins here slightly, but damn, that is. Really
I have Higgins 13 and Renfro 14. Yeah, I literally have them back to back. So I'll go with Higgins slightly, but I'll just take the tiebreaker of the non-COVID affected game.
Yep, I agree with you there.
Pick 2 for flex: Michael Carter, Terry McLaurin, KJ Osborne, AJ Dillon. Give me the first 2. Matt, it's close between Carter and Osborne, but I'll take Carter and McLaurin there.
Agreed. Also, just peace out, Aaron. Thanks for coming in the stream. Glad we were able to answer some questions. And again, be like Aaron, y'all. If you want to skip the line, if you want to get those questions answers right away, don't want to wait around for 20 minutes while we catch up and chat because there's a lot of people watching. Become a member of the channel. Don't be like Camp.
Yeah. Bush versus Ruffalo. May the best man win. Good luck to you. Good luck to you this week.
Amen.
Hopefully Lamar Jackson's out so I can win. St. Brown or Gabe Davis. Happy holidays, fellas. Yeah, appreciate that. Happy holidays to you as well. I'm going to go with St. Brown, though. I know Gabe Davis is like a trendy pick this week, but I'm still going with St. Brown. I think the targets are safer.
Yep.
Click. Y'all got it easy, Bucks and Cowboys fan. Oh, trust me. I do not have it easy. I did not have it easy until last year. Being a Bucks fan, watching Jameis Winston and Josh Freeman for the last 10 years.
Well, I mean, it sucks because even if people don't know you, they hate you if you're a Cowboys fan. It's just, you kind of just got to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Cowboys are fucking annoying.
Everybody hates why. Gonna go to the member comment. Appreciate that. Need a big win from the Titans today. Good stream. See you guys around at 4. Appreciate that, Jared. Hopefully the Titans can clutch it out for you. But you have where we left off, right, Corey?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Let's run through this.
So pick 2 for. Oh yeah, we already got to that. Edmonds or Saquon Barkley. Give me Saquon Barkley there. Weird creeper. Also, I'm shaky with Gibson. Gaskin. I have Patterson and Javonte. Should I play Mooney and sit Gaskin? I think Robert, we already talked about this, but I would go with Gaskin and sit your wide receiver there.
Pick 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. Cooper, Moore, Devontae, Edmonds, Foreman, Wilson. First 3 are clear locks in my lineup. So that's your
So it's between the running backs. Give me Edmonds over Foreman and Jeff Wilson.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd bet you that right now.
You want to take Edmonds over Foreman and Wilson?
This is a Connor script all day.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Maybe I wouldn't do that. Yeah, give me Foreman.
Bruce, Tony's brother. Appreciate that. It's not kidding, but I mean, you said yesterday you don't watch Marvel movies, so
I do not watch Marvel movies.
12 team full PPR, fill 4 spots any way, 2 running backs and 2 flexes. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, Henderson, Deontay Foreman, Beasley, Bateman. I'd just go with the running backs here probably.
Just take the Packers running backs, I guess, for the 2 running backs, and then give me Henderson and Foreman probably as the other 2.
the 4 running
I mean, it's a
back.
full PPR. I think I'd actually start Cole Beasley over Henderson. I don't know what Henderson's role is going to be, so give me Cole Beasley over Henderson, and I'll go with Foreman and the 2 Packers guys.
Nigel, I probably just missed it with my eyes. What did you comment? Just leave it below and I'll get to it. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? What did?
Yeah,
Sorry.
honestly, dude, don't even scroll up. I'll take care of the up comments, and then you just monitor the members and super chats. We got a nice little system going.
Yeah, so sorry about that, by the way, Nigel. I must have missed it.
Either way, Henderson or Barkley, give me Barkley there. Michael, I think I already answered that. I already got to that. That was Saquon though. Penny, Gallup, St. Brown, or AJ Green. Give me. That's pretty close. Give me Penny and Gallup. I'll go with the first 2 there.
Lamar out, but quickly member comment. Lamar out. Yeah, Lamar is expected out. So
he's not officially been ruled out yet, but it sounds like he's probably going to be out.
Yep. I just want to address one thing again. Like it's Dak. I just see Dak has been exposed. I'm sure everybody was saying the same thing when Patrick Mahomes went through a slump, right?
Sure.
Like, I don't know. Elite quarterbacks do have, periods where they look human. So let's all take a break on.
All right. No Dak talk. We got 9 minutes to kick off here. Cut the Dak talk. All right.
Our gravy. He said that we missed his super. I don't.
We definitely got to it. He's supered a couple times. And we got to it, but yeah, leave the comment again and we'll answer it for you.
We got to a couple of your supers. If we missed one though, let us know.
You don't have to super chat again. Just leave it below and we'll get to it.
Leave a comment below. Yeah.
Ramondre might have lost me the playoff match. Yeah, that's brutal for sure. Thanks, guys. No problem. Polar. Hendo or Barkley, give me Saquon there. Michael, and only leave the comment once, please. Pollard, Kirk, or Pitts in the flex. Thanks, boys. Call me crazy, but I'm taking Kyle Pitts.
Yep, no, I agree with you there.
Kirk is definitely the safer play, though, if you want to go with the safer option.
Yep.
Here.
He said good luck this week. Appreciate that, Nigel.
Sure.
I must have missed it because it's got the green logo and it was right under when THC.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the emojis way easier that they stand out more when we're doing this.
Because you like if you see it here, it says that THC was a new member and he commented right under it, so I must have just missed it because they're both green. So sorry about that, Nigel.
Javonte, Barkley, Penny, or Sanders. Pick one. Give me Javonte Williams there.
He says you see my comment above. Yeah, I just addressed it. Good luck. Appreciate that.
And let us know if you have any questions too, obviously, too. Ayuk or Amari PPR. Give me Amari Cooper there, Max.
Agree there, Max.
Any idea how I come? Oh, yeah, I got yeah.
Yeah, we got that. Amari Cooper or DK Metcalf. Give me Cooper with the way the Seahawks offense has looked at. At least I trust.
I'll take Metcalf. He has the easier matchup.
Really?
Actually, no, he doesn't. Never mind. Forgot about Ramsey. Never mind. Forgot about Ramsey. Never mind. Amari Cooper. Give me Amari Cooper. So Aaron said use the computer. It is probably easier. That's the easiest way to do it. If you guys have a desktop or a laptop, just head on to the computer, hit the join button from there. Carter or Gaskin today, also thumbs up the stream. Yes, appreciate that. Thumbs up if we've answered a question of yours. Give me Myles Gaskin though, Aaron. I think his matchup's just way better.
Yep.
We already get to that. That was Amari. JT MVP. I doubt he gets it over a quarterback, to be honest, but he definitely should be in the conversation.
But he's got his full game action pick rolling in the PFP now. You love to see it.
For sure. It is on your phone. Yeah, it sounds like people for Android can see it, but not iOS.
Stop clicking that same comment. He said it like 7 times.
Yeah, love y'all content. Keep grinding. Appreciate it. No way I'm pronouncing that, if that's even a name.
Yeah,
I think that's just a bunch of letters.
Either way, we actually got another member chat, so quickly go to it. Gallup or Mooney PPR. I'll probably just trust the volume of Mooney here, but I think Gallup could have a get right game this week as well.
Yeah, I will go with the Cowboys because they could very well not just use Gallup in this game. They could use the other receivers instead. But I think I honestly probably trust the pace of the offense and the team a little bit more with Gallup than I do with the Bears. But I think the like you said, the volume should be a lot safer with Mooney. So I'll go with Mooney as well.
Yep. Yeah, where we left off.
Yep. I already answered that. That was Penny and Gallup there, Josh. So for the people who played against Kelsey, are we pretty much taking the L? LOL. Hopefully not. Hopefully you guys can come back.
I'm gonna check my lineup if that's cool.
Go ahead. Aaron Jones, Barkley, or Williams, flex PPR. My other 2 running backs are Montgomery and Jacobs. So I actually I have Jacobs ahead of Barkley, so you're good. Aaron Jones is who I would go with of these options. Williams versus Jacobs is very close, though, I will say. In a PPR league, I think I lean Jacobs. The workload's a bit safer, but Javonte Williams and Jacobs is very, very close. I'll go with Aaron Jones there. Nice with it.
Yep.
Cam Newton or Tyler Huntley. Oof. Assuming Lamar is out, I guess Cam Newton. Give me the rushing. I guess they both kind of run the ball, but give me Cam Newton, I guess, there. That's a horrible option, though. I'd like to know who's on your waiver wire. If you can pick up a Tua or a Jimmy G or something, I would much rather do that. Would you go with Tua or Fields in a league with big play bonuses? That affects it a little bit because Fields has been a guy that's been pushing the ball downfield a little bit more than what Tua's been doing. I think I'd still go with Tua, though. The matchup is just much better for him. And even though Fields has a pretty good matchup as well, I would go with Tua there. Cole. Standard, boring, LOL. Yeah, big time. I played against Kelsey, pick one. Carter, Foreman, Van Jefferson, or AJ Green. In a standard, give me the upside of Van Jefferson. He's caught a bunch of long touchdowns this year, so I'll take Van Jefferson to catch a bomb.
Yep, I agree there.
Running back, Najee and Patterson. Wide receiver, Chase and Deontay. Flex, Zeke. Also have Javonte, Chuba, Lazard on my bench. Should I make any moves to my lineup? I would start Javonte Williams over Zeke Elliott this week.
Yep,
if I were you. I think that'd be the only change I would make, though. Patterson versus Zeke is pretty close. Do you have any
Patterson versus Zeke?
Yeah.
I'll go with Zeke.
I actually think I would take Zeke there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Flo, I would go running back Najee and Javonte, flex Zeke is probably the way I would go with that.
I got a question for you actually.
What's up?
A little side note. Sony Michel or Melvin Gordon?
I take Melvin Gordon there.
That's because I got a league where I'm starting two. So it's a quarterback, 2 super flexes, and 3 flexes. So it's like a super, super deep league. So I don't know, that's a dynasty league. Hopefully I can win the championship in because that's stacked. Sorry.
Apparently the Dolphins are liking what Tua has been doing recently. Doesn't shock me. He's actually played pretty well.
Also, I got to quickly set our lineup in that one league.
In the Bitcoin league or BitClout league?
Basically out, but
yeah, we're basically out. Ayuk or DJ Moore. Give me Ayuk there, Yadiel. I think the matchup, despite the matchup, I still like Ayuk better.
Yep. Bucks or Bills D was the miss super. Okay. Sorry about that, Gravy. I would go with the Bucks D. I do think we got to this though. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think we did as well. But give me the Bucks D for sure.
Bucks D. Actually, another super here from AJ. I appreciate that. He says full PPR: Brevin Jordan or Njoku, Gronk or Monty. So
that's got to be Gronk. That's Gronk. That's easily Gronk.
2 different questions, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming the first, call me crazy. I think I'm going with Njoku with Hooper on the COVID list.
I'm trying to decipher what this question is.
So
okay. I see. Brevin Jordan or Njoku, Gronk or Monty. Okay, I see it. There should be a comma in there. That's why I'm all stunned. Brevin Jordan or Njoku. I'll take Brevin Jordan, to be honest. He's been involved in the red zone. I'll take him.
If Hooper's out though,
I don't know. I just don't want to trust that game, to be honest. I just don't want to trust that game. And these guys are both I think the Texans-Jags game, low-key, is going to be like a mini shootout. So I'll take Brevin Jordan there. And then get a Gronk or Montgomery. That's pretty close, man. I'll take Gronkowski, though, by like a hair. I think Gronkowski in a full PPR gets the edge for me.
Agree with that. We actually got a comment from Nigel, Devontae Parker. I'm assuming he's just answering a question, but you have where we left.
Devontae Parker is the top 24 wide receiver for me this week. If you're just asking what our thoughts on Devontae Parker are, he's in a great spot. In DFS, I might avoid him because he's going to be like 45% owned, but in season long, he's definitely a guy that you want to be putting into your lineup. Tim says T. Higgins or Josh Jacobs in flex. Give me Higgins by a slight there. Live Creation says must win full PPR, Zeke. Melvin or Zeke. Give me Zeke. Montgomery, Gibson, CD, or Deontay in the flex full PPR. I'll take CD there slightly over Deontay Johnson. Hey guys, pick 2, half PPR, Sony Michel, Chuba Hubbard, Chase Edmonds, Dontrell Hilliard. Give me Michel and Edmonds there.
Nigel, what comment above are you saying? Sorry,
just repeat whatever it was, and we'll
just say it. I don't. Yeah, don't. Just say whatever you needed to say.
Yeah, just repeat it. Either way, it's 1 p.m. right now.
He's got a Tua Fields, Taysom Hurts. Thank you.
Well, yeah, it's already 1 p.m. I would have said Hurts, but Tua is also a great start this week as well. They're both right next to each other in my rankings.
either way, again, we're gonna end this live stream about an hour and 10 in. If you've liked the live stream, click that like button. And as always, if you have any questions, anything like that, hit us up on Discord. Hit us up on our Twitters. Danny Football 59 for myself. Football Stock for Corey. If you have any, 4 p.m. night game, Tuesday game comments, Monday game, whatever you have, just hit us up on Twitter, and we'll be sure to get to you guys. But either way, appreciate you guys for sticking around. Enjoy football. Peace out.
Yep.